So today we are going to see absorption costing past papers. Here I have November 2003 paper. So look at the question carefully. Darken Holds Limited manufacture three type of quality handmade cases: small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large. And there are two manufacturing departments, cutting and stitching, and there are two service departments, maintenance and canteen. So here we have the details of departments: cutting, stitching, maintenance, and canteen. 4 departments. And the requirement is to make overhead analysis sheet. The requirement is to make overhead analysis sheet. वही allocation, apportionment, reapportionment, O, A, R, overhead absorption rate. पहले हम शीट बनाते हैं, उसके बाद ये देखें हमसे ओवरहेड एब्जॉर्प्शन रेट फाइंड आउट करवा रहा है. Your absorption costing का question है. Then we have details of our estimated units, यानी output हमें दिया हुआ है. 1000 output, 9000 output, 4400 output. ये estimated है कि आने वाले पीरियड में हम इतना इतना प्रोड्यूस करेंगे और मशीन आवर्स पर यूनिट इतना 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 लगेगा. ये मैं सिर्फ अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए क्वेश्चन पढ़ रहा हूँ. यूनिट सेलिंग प्राइस दी हुई है, यानी पर यूनिट सेलिंग प्राइस दी हुई है. पर यूनिट हमारे पास प्राइम कॉस्ट दी हुई है. प्राइम कॉस्ट मतलब डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट, डायरेक्ट मटेरियल, डायरेक्ट लेबर. डायरेक्ट लेबर देखें, 2 डिपार्टमेंट्स का दिया हुआ है. कटिंग का भी डायरेक्ट लेबर है, स्टिचिंग का भी डायरेक्ट लेबर है. ऑफ कोर्स असेंबली, कटिंग ऐसा डिपार्टमेंट है, कटिंग जिसमें लेबर ज्यादा लगती है, तो इसका रेट देखें 17, 18, 20 है. और स्टिचिंग में मशीन ज्यादा लगती हैं, तो इसमें सिर्फ लेबर 5, 6 और 7 रुपए कॉस्ट $7 कॉस्ट आ रही है. एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए बता रहा हूं बस. नीचे आ जाएं, इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, जरा से गौर से देख लेते हैं. ये बात तो सर एग्जामिनर ने क्लियर कर दी कि हमारे पास ये दोनों सर्विस डिपार्टमेंट हैं और ये 2 हमारे पास प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं. हमें इस शीट को भरने के लिए सबसे पहले क्या चाहिए होता है? ओवरहेड्स. तो वेयर आर द ओवरहेड्स? अभी तक नहीं मिले. ऊपर सेलिंग प्राइस दी हुई है, आवर्स दिए हुए हैं, डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट दी हुई है. ओवरहेड्स जो है वो इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्ट होती है. सर हियर वी गॉट द एस्टिमेटेड ओवरहेड्स. याद रखिएगा, whenever you are performing absorption costing, whenever you are performing absorption costing, so keep it, remember, you are working on budgeted data, you are working on estimated data. Now the estimated overheads, there are 3 overheads given to us. Number 1 space cost, number 2 depreciation, number 3 allocated. Allocated are such overhead which are already distributed. तो उसके लिए तो आपको टेंशन ही नहीं लेनी. You need to put it as it is. Allocated overheads needs to enter as it is. They are already divided, already identified from each department कि हर डिपार्टमेंट में कितना कितना ओवरहेड लग चुका है. दिस इज ऑलरेडी डिपार्टमेंट वाइज allocated. Now, so there is no tension of this overhead. Now there are 2 overheads are left: space cost and depreciation, which needs to be distributed. These 2 overheads, number 1 space cost. Space cost means the cost of covering, that is rent, electricity, these incurred in the space cost. It is the cost of the area, you may say. So what do you think the best base for space cost? Of course, it looks floor area, right? Whereas for depreciation of equipment, the cost of equipment, the cost of equipment is the best base for it, right? And I already told you we need the total also. We need the total of the base when we are calculating and distributing overheads. Take the sum. This is 14,000. Sorry, it's 15, right? And here 2 million. Okay. Now, how to distribute space costs? The same pattern as we distributed earlier. Overhead total divided by base total multiplied by department base. मैं यहाँ नीचे करना चाह रहा हूँ. Overhead total divided by base total multiplied by department base. ओवरहेड टोटल यानी पहले आप स्पेस कॉस्ट को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो तो स्पेस का टोटल 90,000 डिवाइडेड बाय बेस टोटल इज 15,000 मल्टीप्लाई बाय डिपार्टमेंट बेस. डिपार्टमेंट यानी कटिंग का बेस कितना है? कटिंग के लिए 5, फिर दूसरे वाले के लिए मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6, तीसरे वाले के लिए मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2, चौथे वाले के लिए मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2. Now you may look at very carefully. It is very repetitive case. We have to perform it the same way. Everybody perform the calculation. Calculation with me. For the first, it comes 30,000. Look at here. We are going to distribute 90,000. We are distributing this 90,000 first. Right? So the answer is for the first cutting department, it is 30,000. Then 36,000. $12 and 12. If you take the sum of these 30, 36, 12 and 12, it comes 90 again. So basically you distributed the 90,000 in between the 4 departments according to the area, according to the base floor area. The next is depreciation. For the same depreciation, we need to take out 2 lakh divided by 2 million. And for the first one, multiply by 700. For the second one, multiply by 8,500. It 8,50,000 and so on. Calculators, please perform. $70,000 for the first one, 85 for the second one, 25 for the third one, and 20 for the last one. All right, my dears. So you need to take the sum of these service departments. 18 plus 12 plus 20. it makes 50. Next, 15 plus 12 plus 25, it makes 52. You need no need to add all the departments. You just need to work on the service department first. Why, sir? After first step is allocation, second step apportionment, third step reapportionment. In reapportionment, we need to distribute service department to the production department. Now look at the requirement. Here, canteen cost shared between all other departments according to the basis of number of employees. So canteen is going to distribute according to number of employees. And how about the maintenance? For maintenance, they have given us a percentage: 70% stitching, 30% cutting. 70% stitching, 30% for cutting. They have already given us the basis for service department. These were the working. I am removing the workings. Now you need to write like this. Reapportion canteen. Already examiner told you to distribute canteen, you have to use the employees. Here are the number of employees. Here are the number of employees: 12, 9, 4, 5. But you cannot take canteen. You are to distribute canteen in other department. So you should not consider, or you should not take canteen number of employees. Canteen is to be subtracted because canteen is going to distribute between other departments. So we have to take overhead total 50,000 divided by base total 12, 9 and 4, 25. And for the first one, multiply by 12. For the second one, multiply by 9. For the third one, multiply by 4. I hope you all got it. Agreed? You need to distribute canteen in between other 3 departments. So you should not take the canteen number of employees. So answer comes 24 for the first one. 18 for the second one. 8 for the third one. 24, 18, and 8. All right, my dears. Now, this becomes 0, and this is becomes 60. Now you need to distribute that 60,000 in between other 2 departments according to the base. And the base is already given. Maintenance is to be divided according to percentage, 70% to the stitching. Reapportion maintenance. So you need to subtract 60 from here and apply the percentages given to us. 60,000 into 70%, 60,000 into 70%, 42,000 for stitching, and 18,000 for cutting. That's all. You need to take the total. You will get overheads apportioned. You will earn 17 marks. Good enough? Take the sum. Sum is equal or not? Take the sum, everyone. Verify whether it is agreed or not. Two, 228 600. Please verify quickly. So the next requirement, OAR, overhead absorption rate. Keep it remember, OAR is only calculated for production department, or manufacturing department, not for any other department. So you already got cutting and stitching. So you need to calculate for cutting and for stitching, right? You have the overheads. You already have the overheads. 186 200, 186 200, and 228 600, 228 600. And they already inform you, take the base direct wages for cutting and machine hours for stitching. Direct wages, look at here, direct wages. I'm mentioning direct wages. Here are the direct wages of cutting, but this is per unit. This is per unit. And here are the number of units agreed. 17 into 10,000, 18 into 9,000, 7 into, sorry, it's 20 into 4400. इन सबको मल्टीप्लाई करके ऐड करेंगे तो आपके पास पूरे साल का डायरेक्ट वेजेस आ जाएगा कटिंग डिपार्टमेंट का. This is direct wages of cutting department. This is 4,20,000. Whereas for the machine hours, here are the machine hours per unit. Now multiply again with number of units. So 3 into 10, 4 into 9, 5 into 4400 इन सबको सॉल्व करके आपके पास मशीन आवर्स आ जाएंगे. $83,600 चेक कर लें. It's 88,000. Please verify this is 88,000. So how to deal with it? Check it here. 420 here and 88,000 here. But the major difference I'm going to tell you. Dollar machine hours. So whenever you have dollar by dollar, calculate in percentage. Multiply by 100. Please keep it remember, each and everything I am telling you. Whenever you have dollar by dollar, calculate in percentage. Answer is dollar, sorry, it's not dollar. This is 44.33% of direct wages. You cannot write anything after these dots. इनके बाहर आप कुछ नहीं लिख सकते. You are not allowed to write anything after these dotted lines. Keep it remember. Not a single dot you can enter after these lines. Next, when you are calculating the stitching OAR, so 22,800 over 88,000. The answer is $2.597 per machine hour. Per machine hour. This is how you have to mention or per machine hour completely. So you need to practice it at home. The next requirement, give the reasons of the different method used in B. Why you have not chosen same method? Because in cutting, cutting is labor intensive department where labor are mostly used, whereas stitching is machine intensive where work is done through machines mostly. Now, total unit cost of one medium case. Here is a medium case. Here is the medium case. Look at carefully. Here is the medium case. They are asking for the cost. So the cost is 35,18,6, 35,18,6, and for overheads, cutting and stitching, multiply with their base. 18 and 4. 44.33. 2.597. Add them. That's all. जो उसका बेस होगा उसी से मल्टीप्लाई होता है. Thank you very much. इसे कंप्लीट कीजिएगा. It's your responsibility.